Well, hello, everybody. I am Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and today we are going to deviate just a little bit from me giving my testimony as to how I've been, what I've incorporated into my holistic recovery program. And we're going to talk specifics. I've had many questions about, what type of holistic program I've been on and what how do you get started, right? So I'm going to go into specifics today to make sure that everybody understands that there is a way for us to implement success tips, right? Success strategies in our overall holistic health plan, right? So today we're going to take it just step by step. I am going to go into just a little bit about, I'm going to use the health benefit tracker to let you know what the benefits I've received. Like I've been talking about them throughout this whole journey that I've been on for these 30 plus days. And so I'm going to bring it down a little bit and I'm going to go a little bit slower today because I know I've been all over the place because when I first started utilizing this patch, this one little patch right here, that looks like a little circular band-aid. When I started using this patch, it was a real game changer, right? I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But today, yes, I'm going to talk about my journey into when I first started with the X39 patch, and I used this for 30 days. And then I added its friend, its companion, I added the X49 patch, right? Now, with the X39, and what it does is it helps to regenerate and rejuvenate your body, right? So it helps to activate your own peptides and say, okay, now let's talk a little bit about what that is, right? So I'm going to give you some information from the health tracker. The Life Wave X39 patch, what it's designed to do is to elevate the copper peptides. And the copper peptides is a natural compound proven through extensive clinical studies to activate our stem cells. And activating our stem cells, see, when we teach in holistic practices, we talk about how at any one point in time, our cells are either dividing, they're multiplying or duplicating, okay, or they are falling off. That's why when I'm get a little TMI today, but I think it's necessary. When we use the restroom and we have a bowel movement, we are getting rid of dead cells and bacteria, right? Almost 50% of your stool is dead cells and bacteria. So when we talk about rejuvenating from the cellular level, we want those cells that are not that are bad cells or cells that are not producing or reproducing good cells. We want them to fall off, right? And the way to do that is to jump on a holistic program. Now, does it include work from us detoxing? Absolutely. And is detoxing fun? Absolutely not. Depending on how you have treated your body, it is going to reflect what type of detox your body does, right? So some of the things that you can help and how you can help your body to detox, and you want it to be a slow process. I know in this world today, we want instant, right? We want instant gratification. We want the instant biscuits. But come on, y'all. Y'all know that the biscuits that Mama Nim used to make, right, on the stove when they kneaded all that bread together, that was that tastes so much better after we waited for it to rise and we smell them in the stove and we put that butter on top or butter in between. And that was so much better than popping that can on the side of the counter and getting those cardboard tasting biscuits, right? Just the truth. So this is the same thing. We have to understand that we have to give our bodies grace. It takes time for our bodies to rejuvenate. It takes time and it takes effort on our part. So we're going to go into a couple of things today so that I don't deviate and get all off track. We're going to talk about the 11 successful tips for beginning what I started over 30 days ago, the patch protocol, the patches, how to incorporate that into your healthy recharge. Okay, we're going to call it a recovery and a realignment. So that's what today is going to be about. We're going to talk about the patches just a little bit. We're going to talk about the health benefits, which helps your body to perform better, right? So let me paint the picture. So some odd years ago, I was in a horrific car accident, which I talk about because I mean, it's a part of my life. It's a part of my story, a part of my struggle, right? So I did not like the prognosis or diagnosis. I did not like that. And I did not like that my body reject all the medication. Every time they would give me a prescription, my body would reject it. And I would have worse side effects for a longer period of time than if I did something natural. So it kicked me into, I jumped from the real estate industry over to the wellness industry. And I'm so happy that I did because I learned so much. And that's when I started to get certified into these different areas and different modalities. And I found my passion, right? And so I was able to apply that to myself and to my own recovery plan. So let's talk about do we want to talk about the success steps first? Well, let's talk about the success steps first, and then we'll talk about the benefits that I've reaped from applying these success steps, right? So, first of all, number one, you want to stay hydrated. I keep this around as a reminder, and I also use glass. You want to make sure that you are staying hydrated throughout your day. I use glass because I don't like because when we use the plastic, some of the plastic leaches into our or can leach into our water. So I like to refill my glass containers and I like to carry my glass and use my glass. So making sure that you stay hydrated. Now, not just with water, you want to make sure that you are also using electrolytes. So you want to make sure that the electrolytes that you're using are quality electrolytes, meaning like a coconut water. Learn to read your ingredients, right? Because some of those different energy drinks or different electrolyte drinks, they have red dye number 40, they have yellow dye number 5, they have blue dye number, what is it, 10, 7 or something. But they have all of those additives in there, and you don't want that. You want pure electrolytes. So I suggest a coconut water would be great. Thank you, Dr. Carey, for that. We had a conversation about which is better. And so now, yes, we have a lot of foods that also have, that can replace your electrolytes. But just think about this. When you drink it, it's going directly into your system. Your body does not have to break it down, process it, decide where it's going. So you're aiding and helping your body to absorb those electrolytes even better, right? So I'm not saying get rid of the food that you're eating with electrolytes in it. I'm saying add on a coconut water. One of the suggestions was maybe even, even some of the juices that we're having, but just make sure that one, that you're hydrating yourself and that you are getting in your electrolytes. The other suggestion, is to take a picture of yourself so that you can have evidence that you know that what you are doing is working. I didn't take a picture of the first day, but I started hearing that, your skin is better and look at you, you're bright, you're shining, you're glowing. So I start hearing these things. And so I look back at some of my other videos here on YouTube, and I look back at some of my other pictures, and I look in the mirror, and I can tell there is a huge difference. I even noticed the difference. Well, I'm getting into some of the benefits, but take a picture so that you can, you will have something to compare to, right? All right. Number 3, a journal. I journal everything. This is my inhale, exhale journal, right? But if you journal your journey, you can see how you're progressing. You can see where, like, maybe some days you're in the midst of a detox, and in that detox your body is getting rid of all of these toxins that are stored. I hear people say sometimes, that everything is functioning properly, and that's good if you're doing all of the things that you need to do to keep your body in a great healthy position. That's amazing. But think about this: we are exposed to all types of toxins, all types of toxins every single day. When we go outside, when we drink our water, I mean, everything, right? When we eat off of these plastic containers, when we're eating off of, everything has some type of coloring in it, some kind of enhancer in it, even the fruit, some type of, something in it to make it look more appealing to you. However, you have a way to balance out that. Okay. And we're talking about better performance. We're talking about a quality of life, right? So in order to do that, it's not like we can put the covers over our head and say, okay, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to, I'm good. Okay. But how long are you going to be good for? And how long do you want to be good for? And what type of a quality of life do you want? So it's important that we journal this journey, and that in the detox phase, that we don't get weary, that we keep going. Have I hit detox pockets? Because see, what happens is, if our body detoxed all at one time, it's like being in a house with 14 bathrooms and to flush at once, right? It's going to overwhelm the system. So God created our bodies so amazing that our bodies store the toxins in our fat cells. So it doesn't all go through your system at one time. Have you ever wondered why when you do a detox, your head starts spinning sometimes, or you feel like you're a little nauseated? Or that's because those toxins are now stirring in your body. Even when you go for a massage and they're rubbing your skin and they're pushing those muscles and they're moving things around, well, the toxins are stirring. And what do they say? Make sure that you drink plenty of water throughout the day, because you need to rinse those water. You want to rinse those toxins out of your system. You also want to make sure that a lot of us, we're so busy that we don't go to the bathroom when our body signal us that we have to go. We hold it. It goes back in our system. Think about it. It goes back in your system, and then it starts to leach out into your body, and that is poisoning ourselves. So if you really want to clean your body, you want to drink your water, and you want to stop and go to the restroom when you have to go to the restroom. These are little simple things that we don't even think about, or think that we're doing damage to ourselves, but we do. And I'm so guilty of that. Just like, I think one more thing done, one more thing done. But no, when you have to go to the restroom, you must go let those poisons and toxins out of your body. Okay. That's why it's important, again, to journal this journey. Make sure that you are notating, your good days. You may have some more challenging days. You may have some days where you have to go back and lay down, but drink water. That's the key. Water and electrolytes. Continue to flood yourself with water and electrolytes. Okay. I think I was on number 4. So when you start this beautiful X39 patch, right? When you start this X39 patch, you want to give it the full 30 days, right? Some people take shortcuts and they start adding other patches, and we're going to get into what those other patches are. They start adding those other patches too soon. Okay. So the recommended formula is to give your body some grace. Allow your body to get adjusted to the rejuvenating. Allow your body to get adjusted to the balancing and into reactivating the peptides in your body. So give your body a chance to accept this, right? And to start to say, okay, this is how I'm supposed to function, right? Okay, so that's number 4. You want to wait because you want your body to get used to getting the support that it needs from the reactivation of your peptides. I get so excited and I started bouncing all over the place, so I want to slow down and make sure that I give you everything that this session is intended. Okay, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. Okay. You don't want to go 24 hours. That's too much, right? We can overload our body again, like flushing all those toilets at one time. You don't want to do that. You want to go 12 hours on. You want to go 12 hours off. That means this little patch here, it goes under your navel and you leave it on for 12 hours. I set a timer on my clock, on my phone, and it goes off 7:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. And it does help me because I have tend to forget. So it does help me to remember to patch on, patch off, right? Real simple process, okay? So after your 30 days, then we go into our friend, which is now the X49. X49, same thing. Patch on 12 hours, patch off. Okay, so let me be clear. You're going to take the X39 and put it under your navel. You're going to take the X49, which I'm wearing mine now, and you're going to put that behind your neck, right? Right in where your little curve is here in the back of your neck, right? So you're going to put it there. So now you have a performance enhancement pair that's working on your behalf. So let's put a pin right there for 1 second. Okay. So because of the extensive injuries that I suffered when I was in a car accident, I suffered a closed head injury. My eyes were knocked off balance. I have a torn ligament on the right side of my neck. My back, all 3 parts of my back were damaged in the accident, right? So with that being said, when I put the X49 or X39, when I put it behind my neck, it was too much at first for me. So this is why you must journal the journey, right? And you have to, your body starts talking even louder to you. And now you can't ignore it because it's saying, hey, that's too much there. So I moved it back down to my navel and I was fine. But now I've moved it back up. And today is the first day that I moved it back up to the back of my neck. So I have the X39 under my navel and the X49, but not behind my neck. Okay. And this time it was okay. So see, I had to wait and let my body get used to activating those peptides in my body and let my body get used to recovering and realigning before then I could try it again on the back of my neck. So this is a process. This is self-care at its max, right? This is self-care 1000, right? So I feel great now, So it's great for like, and also um there's case studies, so we can go in, once you become a member, you can go and you can read all the case studies. And I think that's phenomenal with some of the case studies that go back there. But for me, it's helped me lift the fog of depression. It's helped me with anxiety. It's helped me with mood. It's helped me with mental clarity. It's helped me to have just an overall great, I feel good, right? I really feel good finally, right? And I laughed last night because I looked at my bed and again, it was tossed all over. Y'all, somebody sending a polar bear in there at night because somebody tearing my bed up, right? My bed was tore up last night. I woke up this morning and was like, yep, another great night's rest, right? Because I am staying on my protocol. And well, we'll get to that in a minute, okay? 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You don't want to deviate from that. You want to journal it and you want to make sure that you are writing down what's going on with you, okay? We talked about detox. So no, number 6 is detoxing. You want to detox slow. Like I said, you don't want to flush all the toilets at one time. So you can go from 6 hours instead of 12 on, 12 off. You can go 6 hours and then you can go 8 hours and then you can go to 12 hours. But you have to listen to your body. 12 hours is fine. But if it's too much, then go to the 6 and the 8. But you know what condition your body is in. You know how well you've treated your body and you know how well you have, things have happened. Like I didn't ask for the accident. It happened, right? I didn't ask for the trauma or PTSD. All of this, it happened. And remember what I say on the podcast, on the Get Trauma Informed podcast. Trauma was not your fault. However, recovery is your responsibility. And this is an amazing, amazing track for recovery and realignment, right? Okay. Number 7 is be consistent, daily wear, right? Again, set your timer. That is going to help you because it's going to remind you, even when you're out, it's going to remind you because once you put the patch on, you forget that it's there, right? And so you want to make sure that you're patching on and patching off. Again, a lot of us are nurturers of other people. We take care of everybody else and we don't take care of ourselves. Now it's time for us to give ourselves 30, 60, 90 days to reset. So then we can be better and we can help take care of other people even the more. Okay. Commit to at least 90 days is number 8. You want to commit to at least 90 days, right? And I am referring to my notes because I want to make sure I don't forget anything because I'll get excited. And before you know it, I'll be talking about something way over yonder instead of giving you all the steps that you need, right? So I'm committed to 90 days, at least 90 days. Now, here's where everybody is going to have a different result. Now, for me, 3 hours on, y'all. 3 hours on, and I was bouncing off the walls, right? And I was questioning, what is this? Oh my God, I have so much energy, right? Because I've always had energy, but not to that point. And lately I'd been really, really feeling down and feeling just, it just was not what I was used to. And then this just took it times, what is it? 1.0 or times 10 or times 100? It 10x it, right? That's what I was looking for. It 10x my energy level. And so that was just so amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. So one of the notes is that the general notes is not 3 hours. That was different with me. Some people are called one patch wonders. Put the patch on and you feel the difference right away. It just depends again on the condition of your body, how well you've treated your body. One of the things that kind of got me when I was going through naturopathic schooling was, they talked about it depends on how much death you've let into the body, how much of your, what you've let die in your body. So you want to make sure that you now are able, you have a tool to regenerate and rejuvenate, right? So that you can, so that you can reverse the aging process, which I think is just absolutely phenomenal. Okay. So you want to commit to at least 90 days. Some people have results, like I said, within first couple of hours. Some people first day, some people, it just depends. That's why, again, I'll put it up again. Journaling this journey is so, 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 so important, to make sure that you're taking down notes, even things that you may not even, you may question, or just, is this what I think it is? I had to show my daughter, like, my hairline. I was like, is this what I'm seeing, right? Darker, thicker hair? Like, what is this, right? But yeah, so you want to journal that journey. And the rule of thumb is 1 month for every decade that you've lived. So just say if you're 40, you want to at least give it a 4-month trial, a 4-month, a 4-month, what do they say, probation period or whatever. You want to give it that, so that your body can start to rejuvenate the peptides, and so that your body can get acclimated with this new process, this new self-care that you're doing. So if you're 50, you want to give it at least 5 months. Now, people ask me this question. They say, okay, well, am I gonna have to do this for the rest of my life? Fair enough question, right? And my answer is, we have to do something to combat the toxins and the pollution and all of the things that come at us every day, that cause us to rapidly age, or that cause us to, fill with toxins. So yes, I want to be patching, this would be a part of my health regime, for forever, because it helps to increase or improve your quality of life. So just like a vitamin, just like a a smoothie, just like any of those things that we do to help us to perform better and to live a better quality of life, this just becomes a part of that. Now, some of the other things that we were doing, maybe we can take that off the plate and switch it out, but this helps your overall performance, your mind, your body. I'm going down even your spirit, because your mood, man, that makes a difference in everything, right? Okay, let's get back on track. Okay. Are we on 9 or number 10? Okay. Learn about the other patches, because there is a slew of other patches, and I'm going to get into those as well. So today, hopefully you got a notebook and you're sitting down taking some notes, and you can rewind this and rewind this, because this is going to really set the pace for how you incorporate the patch into your daily routine, and to actually get have a good patch protocol, so that you have the best outcome and the best benefits. Okay. So I'm going to skip on down to number 11. Well, let's go back to number 10. You're going to learn the other patches and incorporate those into your protocol after 30 days. So let's review, okay? We are going to start 30 days with the X39 patch. We're going to put our little friend under our navel. We're going to let that stay on for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. We do that for 30 days. After the 30 days is up, you will start the X49 in conjunction with the X39. The protocol is to put the X39 on your navel and to put the X49 behind your neck, right where your crease starts, right? And they have the instructions in the in the in the booklet there, so you will be able to. So it'll come with your package, both of them. Let me not cross over that way. I want to grab them out and show you exactly what I am referring to. I know I love visuals and visual aids as well. So the X39, it comes with a little packet that tells you what the patch protocol is, and it shows you here. It shows you here. It shows you where to place it on the back of your neck and where to place it under your navel, right? Okay. And then you get that same with the X49. You get an instruction manual with that as well. You also get a little note page here to add your notes or your questions or what have you. So you get both of those with your kit when you order your patches, okay? So I also wanted to just give this disclaimer, which I have it in the description box. This is not medical advice. This information is my experience, and it's also for education purposes only. Okay. Now, I wanted to get into just a little bit about the health benefits, right? What health benefits have I realized? And so I'm going to use my little tracker here, and my little tracker says one, and I'm going to check off each one. So number one, quality of sleep, check off. We've been talking about that and that bear that's been meeting me at night, right? And before I was not sleeping. It's been over 10 years since I've had like peaceful night's rest, and so quality of sleep, check. Mental clarity, yes, yes, yes. And it's wonderful when your brain starts to balance in the way that it's supposed to, right? Oftentimes, we don't understand that sometimes the mental clarity, the fog brain, the concentration issue or focus issues because your brain is off balance. And so this helps your brain to perform better. So it gives you a better brain balance. So check. Energy and vitality. I tell you, I was chasing my grandbaby around, not full running, you all, not yet, but I will be. I was kind of scooshing around cul-de-sac, chasing after my grandbaby. So check. Stamina, check. I still need to really work on the weights and see how much iron I can pump or push and see what I can do with that. So I'm still working on that, but check, I'm sure I've been feeling better. Recovery time, that one I still have to work on because I haven't really done but a couple of full workouts. And I did notice that I wasn't as sore in the morning or the next day, but I want to make sure before I give that testimony. Muscle strength and tone. Now, the muscle strength, yes, because I can tell that I can lift more when I'm moving my bags around or, excuse me, when I'm moving my bags around or what have you. So I can lift things a little bit much better than I could before. Mobility, I know for sure, yes, because even mobility and flexibility and stretching, I know that's better because I've been doing my stretch yoga. And with stretch yoga, with my stretch yoga, I can put my forehead to my knee. So I know that that's a lot better as well. Skin appearance, everybody's been saying about this glow and everything. So yes, the eye health and sight. I noticed that again, when I was in the accident, my eyes were off balance, were knocked off balance. So whenever I would try to walk off the sidewalks, my judgment was off. So I would slip and sometimes fall. I noticed getting out of the cars, if I'm going into a store, I would take my glasses off because things would be blurred. I know your eyes need time to adjust, but it would be blurred. But I noticed that for the last couple of days, I've been forgetting to take my glasses off because my sight has been good and it didn't have to adjust. Overall feeling of well-being, check. Quality of hair, again, I told you about that, about the graying. My daughter is telling me that, wait, and I'm looking too, and I'm saying, is this happening? Is this what I think is happening? Yes, it has. Levels of pain, yes, because I was lifting too heavy, my bag, throwing it over my shoulder, and I kind of pulled my hip a little bit, and I was having pain, and I did notice that overnight that pain was gone as well. Headaches are significantly reduced from what it was at one point. Now, maybe once a week, maybe, where before I was working through headaches almost on a continual basis. Mood swings, definitely, definitely, definitely. There's a couple other questions that they're asking, which I don't know about right now. Fine lines and wrinkles. I'm still working on that because I want to see the fine lines gone. Age spots and scars. So those are some of the other things that we want to check into when we are checking off our checkbox as to the benefits. Now I'm going to go into the last piece here, and then maybe we'll break this into some short clips as well. But I wanted to make sure that I gave all the information, and you can always stop it, come back, stop it and come back, right? But I just wanted to make sure that I gave the full gamut here. A couple of things. When you add, and this was number 11, when you add the specialty patches have their own recovery, realignment, claims to fame. So there is, of course, the LifeWave X39, which is the basics. You want to stay with the basics, which is you want to make sure that your body, for the first 30 days, that your body actually acclimates to this new self-care program. In 30 days, you want to add the X49, which is the performance enhancement. And guys, if you want to be Tarzan and flip stuff and all of that, or the Hulk or whichever, then that's the combo for you. And ladies too, we want to increase our stamina and our ability to exercise, right? We have energy enhancers for those to help with your physical routine. We have the ice wave, which is it's the whole body and local pain. So it helps you, and whenever you are relieving pain, you create better performance. And that's why we added the soothing salve. And that's also down there because the combination together will help you to relieve pain, create better performance. So you're working on the inside and the out. So while the patch is working on the inside to help you from a cellular level, the salve is helping you on the outside, and then they're meeting in between because the salve still has the ability to get into your skin, right? To get into your body and to get all of those 30 plus herbs into your system and help you to work. Okay. Silent night, it helps to lengthen your sleep by 66%. And it also helps you with the quality of sleep. And so we know that with the quality of sleep, our bodies can go into the REM state of sleep. And now your body help again, we're aiding our bodies, we're helping our bodies. And that's why it's just holistic, because it's helping your body to work the way that it was intended. The Y-Age Aeon patch, it reduces stress and promotes relaxation. We had the Y-Age glutathione, which is an antioxidant and it helps with inflammation. Your Y-Age carnosine, that helps you with strength and flexibility. The SP6, come on now, y'all want to talk about reducing cravings and reduce appetite. And then we're talking about the Nirvana. It's a mood enhancer system. It helps with endorphin production and enhance the mood. And then we have Aloe Vera Regenerating Trio. It's to help you with your vibrant skin, or help you to have vibrant skin. So I just wanted to go into a little bit more detail, hopefully answering the questions that so many people are having. I wanted to make sure that you got a good understanding about what this whole phototherapy is all about. We have so many supportive information that can help you to really understand this journey. So if it's performance enhancement that you want, if it's age reversal that you want, if it's quality of life that you want, you've stopped at the right place. And I am so excited because the overall wellness of life is what I crave to push out there to let everybody know. And then don't forget to mosey on over to the Get Trauma Informed podcast. We're in full swing. It is an amazing journey. We're bringing even more experts to help you in your recovery realignment journey. All righty, I believe I've talked your ear off enough today, but I just wanted to make sure that I just gave you all of those notes and that I calmed down a little bit and not bouncing off the walls. All righty, you all don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this information with somebody else. And I want to hear your stories. Let me know how you're doing. All righty, bye for now.